Hey, youth families. It feels like a minute since I've done this. The spring semester is always a sort of choppy semester with lots of different breaks, and this spring was probably the most choppy of all because we've done some new things, namely the anxious generation, the last few weeks. So, those of you who are opting into watching the video or listening at the very least probably made the right decision here. This is a little bit of a longer video, but I do have a request for you that if you are listening to this video, you'd go ahead and check that email, scroll all the way down to the parent question. And in that parent question, there's a request for you to be praying for your teenager for the next several weeks as we go through our next series. So just kind of caveat, start the video here by just telling you to check out the email, scroll to the bottom, take a look at that prayer. And I would just ask, would you be willing to commit to praying for your teenagers for the next about 7 weeks here, but 5 weeks meeting as a youth group? So, that being said, starting this Sunday, March 16th at 4 p.m., we are returning to our regularly scheduled programming. We have been doing the Anxious Generation for the last 3 weeks. If you've been able to participate in that, I'm so glad you were able to join. If not, we do have the series recorded along with slides and additional resources available, and those will be available in the next few days here. As a reminder, at the beginning of the spring semester, I sent out a calendar with the spring schedule. I also have magnets available, like refrigerator magnets that include the spring semester calendar as well. I went ahead and attached that to this email. If you want that magnet, I've got a handful of extra copies available, so just go ahead and let me know, and I can provide one of those for you. Just to let you know, though, what the upcoming schedule is. I know it's March 11th. The end of the school year, at least the end of the spring semester, is coming very quickly. And youth group for this spring is ending a little early just because of the funkiness in the month of May. So March 16th, we've got youth group. March 23rd, we don't have youth group. That is the spring break for Jefferson County and Arapahoe County, I think. Maybe it's Douglas County, or it's between a couple of those different spring breaks, so we take one off to honor that. So March 23rd, no youth group. March 30th, we're back on. April 5th, which is a Saturday, we've got our next event called Van Hunt. You'll be getting a separate email from me later this week with details on that. April 6th, we're going to have youth group. April 13th, which is Palm Sunday, we will have youth group. April 20th, Easter Sunday, no youth group. And then April 27th is our last youth group of the spring semester. May 4th is going to be our church's 10-year celebration. And then May 11th is Mother's Day. And then we're getting close to the end of the year there. We want to honor the end of the school year for your teenagers. So that being said, this Sunday we are jumping into a 5-week series, a series that's going to round us off for the end of the year, titled Who Am I? Exploring Who God Made You to Be. Really, these next 5 weeks are going to be an exploration of what it means to be made in the image of God. We're going to be asking questions like, who has God made me to be? As in your teenager, not me. It's not going to be about me. Why do I not feel like I am who God made me to be? How does Jesus show me what it means to be truly human? And then we're going to be encouraging your teenagers to discover with God and with others who God has made them to be. And then finally, giving them a vision of others being made in the image of God, and how that we are then called to go and proclaim the gospel so that our friends, our neighbors, people to the ends of the earth can be transformed into who God had always made them to be. So we're really excited about this. It's 5 weeks. It's kind of follow the story arc of the Bible of creation, fall, and redemption. We're going to look at it, the image of God, kind of the how we were created, the image being broken, that's the fall, the image of Christ as sort of a picture of redeemed humanity, and then looking at more practically, what does it mean for me specifically to be made in God's image? How do I reflect that image uniquely? And then finally, how can I see the image in others? So again, just as a reminder, check out that prayer and as well the parent question for this week. And would you commit to praying for your teenager for the next 5 weeks of youth group as they go on this journey of discovering what it means for them to be made in God's image and how they uniquely reflect his image. And then just a prayer for yourself that you might parent them into who God has made them to be. Really excited to be getting back to a regular rhythm here for the last handful of weeks. Praying for you families, praying for your teenagers, and just, excited to be with them. God bless you.